of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize, sweet Belize, land of the isles and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. If I ever had to leave Belize, if I ever had to leave Belize, where would I go? Where would I go? Where would I spread my bed? Where would I lay my head? Nobody know, nobody know. If I ever had to leave my home, no other place I ever roam could be like Belize, be like Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize, sweet Belize, land of the isles and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. Creole and Garifuna.
Good morning. Here we are once again to do our daily devotion, and I want to go to the book of Numbers, chapter 14. What is going on here? It's the report coming back from the spies who went out. But I want us to look at what happens to the two men who believe, because the leaders, they were not in agreement. They thought that the men that they saw there were too big, that they were giants in the land. Of course, the land was a lush, blessed land, as the Lord had said, a land flowing with milk and honey. Right? A land flowing with milk and honey. And so, the people saw that land that God wants to give them, but they were watching the giants. They doubted God. And something very important is said here. Let's look at verse 10. Numbers 14 verse 10. It said, but the whole assembly talk about stoning them. This is Joshua and Caleb. They were the two who believe that if God is with them, that everything is going to be fine. The others are the giants and the difficulties. From verse 6 there, 7 thereabouts. It says, the land we passed through and explored is exceedingly good. If the Lord is pleased with us. That's the part I wanted to underline. If the Lord is pleased with us, he will lead us into that land, a land flowing with milk and honey, and will give it to us. Only do not rebel against the Lord. You know, I read this yesterday in church, and I thought about those words that were said, uttered back then. If the Lord is pleased with us. And these people, they were complaining. They were not doing anything other than just complaining against Moses and against God. That's what they were doing. Now, what these people are saying now, the men who were talking, they're saying, if God is pleased with us, and that's supposed to be the aspiration of all of us, that God be pleased with us, that we too get our portion of the land flowing with milk and honey, the blessings of God. You know, too many times I've seen Christians who wander away trying to get support from men. Even Christians, they wander off and they try to get support from men instead of investing in the kingdom of God. We ought to learn to do things that God be pleased with us. These are men who had first-hand experience with how God behaves when he's pleased with us. It's in verse 7. The land we passed through and explored is exceedingly good. If the Lord is pleased with us, he will lead us into that land, a land flowing with milk and honey, and will give it to us. Only do not rebel against the Lord. Only do not rebel against the Lord, and do not be afraid of the people of the land, because we will swallow them up. Their protection is gone, but the Lord is with us. Do not be afraid of them. So many mighty and powerful things said there. The Lord is with, if the Lord be with us, do not anger the Lord. And they are talking about the giants. These men who were talking about the giants that they saw. They said, if If God be with them, it doesn't matter that these men are giants. Yes, the Lord, if the Lord be with us, you see, these kids, this should be the bottom of, should be the focus of our lives. That we do something that will allow them to get to know who God is from very young. We should not do things to enrage God. Instead, we should look towards God for guidance and ask Him to participate in our every move that we make. And if if God be for us, it doesn't matter who is against us. I encourage you this morning to think deeply about these things. What legacy are we leaving for our children when we die? Because we're not coming for turn rock stone. So what legacy are you and I leaving for the kids? What are we doing that is going to propagate their life in the right direction? Are we going to be sending off our kids to be condemned, or have they been condemned already by what they are doing and the things that they're teaching them? When we dedicate children, we always ask God to protect them from evil company, to protect them from the plans of the devil, to help them to be steered towards the things of God, that their parents may bring them to the sanctuary, that they may learn about God from a very early age. That is what is important. That is what is important. We will die if our children don't live. If our children don't live on and live on as godly people, we are dead. We are dead, even whilst we live. And that's why Jesus Christ said, let the dead bury the dead. We don't want that to happen. We want our children to be able to live a life that is in line with the things of God.
Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the isles and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. If I ever had to leave Belize, if I ever had to leave Belize, where would I go? Where would I go? Where would I spread my bed? Where would I lay my head? Nobody know. Nobody know. If I ever had to leave me home, no other place me ever roam could be like Belize. Be like Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the isles and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. Creole and Garifuna. Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the isles and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. If I ever had to leave Belize, if I ever had to leave Belize, where would I go? Where would I go? Where would I spread my bed? Where would I lay my head? Nobody know. Nobody know. If I ever had to leave me home, no other place me ever roam could be like Belize. Be like Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the isles and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. Creole and Garifuna.
When working with sheetrock, you need screws that give you quick penetration for a speedy, stable installation. Best Screws, fast frame and fast finish drywall screws are specifically designed for you. Engineered by Best Manufacturing, Best Screws makes every job faster and easier. These screws offer reliable performance with a superior hold. You also save money due to Best Screws affordability. They are cheaper than the leading brands. Get the job done quickly without compromising on strength. For all your drywall installations, get Best Screws Fast Frame and Fast Finish. Available at Benny's. Quality and savings.
Oh, I wasn't having a bad day. I just needed.
It's here, the biggest sale of the year. Find your happy place at Builders Hardware with our happy sale from October 15th to December 31st. Whether you're a contractor or a DIY pro, we got unbeatable prices that will put a big smile on your face. Freshen up your walls with 20% off all paints and 25% off paint supplies. Upgrade your space with 25% off lights, fans, AC, and a wide selection of tiles to match your style. Plus, enjoy 30 to 50% off selective items. But that's not all. We also
Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut trees. I love me sweet Belize.
Tuesday. Good morning, Belize, and thank you so much for joining us here on Rise and Shine. It is a beautiful day in the nation of Belize. Temperatures are slowly inching downward as we head towards the end of the year, and I know that Belizeans are looking forward, anticipating. So 19th of November, followed by Christmas and New Year's as we wind down 2025. But not so fast. We still got a couple months to go, right? We are just in a few days of November, today being November the 4th. And so we'll still take our time, even though we anticipate a good 18th night and a good 19th of November, etc. So it's Tuesday morning, and I will be shortly joined by Kerm Timbrell. So in the meantime, we're going to get the preliminaries out of the way, and we normally start with our weather report. So I was not able to be here yesterday. It was a very, very busy Senate committee meeting, and the documents are now available that speak to the agreement between Belize and the United States. And so that agreement is getting ready to work its way through the Senate, and so we will see whether or not this is some kind of a dangerous agreement that is going to affect Belizeans negatively, or if it is an agreement that's actually beneficial for Belize. So we can take a look at that. Right? So the general weather situation this morning calls for a mild northerly airflow to prevail. It says here that variable cloudy skies are expected today. Tonight, skies will be cloudy at times. Showers will be little to none during the morning hours. Then by afternoon and nighttime, expect a few light showers or the chance for isolated thunderstorms to develop, mainly offshore and along coastal areas. Marine conditions, winds are blowing from the north to northwest at 5 to 10 knots and becoming from the northeast at 5 to 15 knots. So we're going to get kind of like a slight wind shift, northwest, starting northwest, and then wind blowing from northeast, but roughly 5 to 10 knots in the first instance, and then 5 to 15 knots in the second instance. Sea state is expected to remain slightly calm with waves 1 to 3 feet. So that's not bad at all, except for the slight wind shift. Temperatures, yes, we are going to get temperatures in the 80s. So no, don't expect any 92, which was what October was giving us. Week inland temperatures 87 degrees Fahrenheit today, 66 will be the low. On the coast, 84 degrees Fahrenheit will be the high with 73 as the low. And in the hills, 77 will be the highs. Imagine that, it's going to be pretty cool in the hills, all the way down to 62 as the low. Now, the outlook for Wednesday and Wednesday night is for cloudy spells along with a few light showers or isolated thunderstorms to develop mainly along the coast and offshore. So that is the weather report. And so we are grateful to the meteorological services, the National Meteorological Service. We know, of course, that Melissa has passed through Jamaica. That's where it hit landfall, but it did affect Haiti, Cuba, on its way north. It is one of the strongest, it is the strongest tropical storm to hit Jamaica, a Category 5. Category 5 starts at 160, 161 miles per hour, and this one was measured at 185 so when it hit Jamaica, and there were windstorms over 250, I believe, or close to that point, that were measured when the meteorological plane, there's a plane, a hurricane plane, that tries to fly above and then into the storm to do measurements. And they recorded some historic numbers. So Jamaica is currently experiencing the aftermath of Michelle, and they say that while Gilbert, you will remember, water come in my room, sweep out some with the broom, the little log laugh to see such fun, and the dish run away with the spoon. that was a hit song. You imagine that Jamaica turned the Gilbert disaster into a hit song. That's the nature of that island. And I understand there are already some songs that have been written about Michelle, but they're not as popular as how Gilbert rose to prominence. Maybe that is going to still happen. But they are very resilient people. Jamaicans are very resilient people. And I see that I think it's Dr. Frida Thiessen. Is it Thiessen, her last name? Friesen. She hopped on, she was in the United States and got on a plane with Samaritan's Purse. Samaritan's Purse, a Christian organization, was one of the first in Jamaica after the storm. And we can now see that even here in Belize, the government loaded up a jet and took supplies over to Belizean students stranded in Jamaica. And there are now different donor agencies that are kicking in to, it doesn't look like a jet, it looks like a prop. But the effort to assist Jamaica, Venezuela sending, Trinidad and Tobago sending supplies, etc. The United States was the first country to be in the area. And that's one of the things that I like about the United States, that it responds in times of disaster all over the world. Well, with that, it is, as I said, Tuesday morning, and my Tuesday morning co-host, Kerm Timbrell, is in the house with me this morning. Kerm, good morning, and
Yes.
welcome to Rise
Yes.
and Shine.
Morning, Louis. Good to be here, man.
Good to
Yeah.
have you with me. We never had no show last week, Tuesday. Boy, it's a bit
Yeah.
sketchy for me. I couldn't
No.
have a show yesterday, but I'm glad to be here this morning.
I know, right? I know it's good to be here. Feels like a special Tuesday morning. Even see the weather change.
Yes, it's cooler. 88
Cooler,
degrees in Belmapan.
so- Yeah, so that's great. That's good sign for us. I know you were talking about the hurricane, and so
Yeah.
this is good weather that helps to avoid us from having those experiences of
Yeah.
even encountering hurricanes, and so
Yeah,
It's good news.
A meteorologist was on. I saw a small video where he was explaining to Jamaica that this is no cloud seeding and man-made hurricane, because there's rumors
I saw it. I saw
going
it.
around talking about Jamaica had signed up to be a smart city.
Yeah.
For Kingston, and at how like this storm come right after they sign the agreement, so that they wipe out Montego Bay and so that they could set up a smart city. I don't think a smart city is anything to be fearful of, nor is there any need to wipe out existing infrastructure to set up a smart city. There may be elements of a smart city that would probably be considered controversial, but essentially he was explaining that the waters of the Caribbean are cooler now than the waters of the Atlantic, and that the hurricane is going to go where the waters are cooler. As a matter of fact, even for us in Belize, it's a later time of the year that we are afraid of, because early in the year, the Caribbean is still cool, the Atlantic is warm, but then as the year progresses, the Atlantic gets cooler, we become the warmer area, and that's how Mitch and some of these terms start to head straight instead of going up early.
Yeah.
And so he was explaining that there was a era of high pressure over the United States and an era of high pressure over Bermuda, and that slowed the movement of Melissa, allowing it to pick up speed because it's warm and in the Caribbean. And he's saying as those era of warm pressure, high pressure drifted away, there was a corridor that was created, and Melissa took the corridor up, which of course was right over Jamaica.
Yeah.
And so I mean, conspiracy theories are always out there. I see people take the cloud or the condensation that is released from jets when they're going back to America or whatever, and say, see, they're spraying things in the air. So it's hard to prove because nobody will go up there to test what is in the air, you know, but that's how conspiracy theories work. But essentially, at category 5 for Jamaica, all of those islands there, Haiti, Dominican Republic, Cuba, and Jamaica, they are really in the line of fire.
Yeah.
When it comes to hurricanes, they turn north.
Yeah.
They move. And again, the fact that these hurricanes all turn north is proof that the world is round.
Yeah.
Right? So for all flat earthers, like every year you could watch the screen and see the proof that the world is wrong, because it is the spinning of the earth and that kind of movement that really creates the motion of oceans and seas, the movement of clouds in the skies, and then the gradual moving north away from the equator of storms. You know, so there's another conspiracy theory that you could just look at it and you can see, yes, indeed, the world is wrong, but nobody can change their mind.
Yeah, I did see that story indeed on social media where they were talking about. I'm not sure if it's true, but they were showing in a lab in the States where they were putting. I don't know if you saw that one.
Yeah, I didn't see that
Yeah,
one,
yeah,
but I
they
hear
put in
about
the-
cloud seeding all the time.
That's right. They're putting together the conditions to create storms, and so I don't know. It's hard these days though. It's with
It's just
AI.
Right. That is true.
AI
But
is
if
just-
it's true, then it's really just experiments because as human beings we want to know how the world works,
yeah,
right?
That's
So
right.
they will do the experiment.
yeah,
Saying like Wuhan and dangerous viruses.
yeah.
I did believe it escaped from a lab,
Yeah.
but I don't think they were essentially.
President Trump said it, the China virus.
Yeah, China. Yeah, but I don't run much for conspiracy theories. It's kind of interesting, Kern, because I always
Yeah.
heard about George Soros, this
Yeah.
American guy who was trying to, and then, well, it turned out to be true, didn't it? George Soros was funding a lot of the mischief that was happening around the world,
Yeah.
open borders, etc.
Of course.
And then when Trump came in and they put Elon Musk,
Yes.
and they created Doge, we saw that George Soros wasn't even using his own money; he was using the U.S.
All right.
Tax dollars,
That's right.
and so Doge was able to locate that through USAID of
Mm-hmm.
all places, etc. So. Some conspiracy theories
Are
pan
true.
out to be true.
It's true, Louis, and the whole concept of the open borders, and
Yeah.
when you look in the United States right now, there's so much going on in the world, the trade war, the tariff war, and even how that's affecting us in Belize. And I have a shipment that I sent from Asia, and went into the U.S. and they sent it back.
Wow.
So I'm in the midst of that
Wow.
situation right now because.
Now, when they send it back, do you have to pick up that tab too?
Well, you have to pick up everything. Right now we're waiting because it's not even back in the position of the sender.
Yeah.
So we're waiting to see. But this is the second shipment I've had like that.
Yes.
Where because of this
Tariff.
the new tariffs, you bring stuff into the U.S. Of course, it's only transiting, but there's not much tolerance for these packages. I mean, because of course the taxes and things have changed since I think it was November 1st, October 1st. There's a 6% on a lot of goods. And so it's going to affect us economically, Louis, because, our stuff transit through the U.S. or it's produced in other countries,
Yeah.
in Asia, right, in these countries. And so when it hits the U.S., an additional 6%.
Yeah.
So the markup comes down to us, literally, So that's one of the things about this whole Trump thing that I don't.
That's the part like
That part
certain things you say yes Trump and other things you say no Trump. Yeah, and I think sometimes people don't understand that too, because sometimes they would think that we are all the way Trump or something.
No.
We might be most of the way Trump or some way Trump, but not all the way, right? And we do need to talk about the immigration stuff that the government signed. The safe third country.
That's a big one.
We need to discuss that. We
one.
finally have some more information that's now available, so we could look at that.
What's your take on it, Louis?
I had a problem with it until yesterday. I think
Okay.
we have more information now.
Well, we need to get that information because it's very important.
Certainly, we will do that. But let's hold off a little
Okay.
bit.
Who's away?
Just kidding, of course. But just saying that as it relates to the tourism industry here in Belize, I think the Minister of Tourism was on one of the media houses stating that the numbers are not as beautiful as previous years. Now remember that we were just getting back from the pandemic.
Yeah.
And we rely on American tourism.
Yeah.
That kind of uncertainty that you just mentioned there, it does have a ripple effect across the entire economy because investors will hold.
Yeah.
They may have wanted to develop something in Belize or somewhere. The American investors play a very important role in the Belize economy.
Yeah.
But it's like let's wait till it's settled. They may agree with why Trump is doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
They may even agree with how he's doing what he's doing, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't bring uncertainty in the market.
Of course.
And what investors like yourself want is certainty.
Yeah.
Right? So even if you purchase, purchase as much as you're going to be more cautious.
Yeah.
And just that caution in itself,
It's costly.
that is right.
Costly.
And because and it will slow you down, because who wants to lose?
Exactly.
And who wants to invest or take high risk when you cannot predict? So predictability, right, is a part of risk. If you know that you can just pick up the phone and tell the man drop X amount of whatever on, and you know it's going to move, going to pass through and hit you, you are going to just pick up the phone.
Yeah.
But then now one uncertainty happen, two uncertainty happen.
Yeah, you pull back.
There you
Caution.
go. And so agreeing or disagreeing with a policy of Trump does not necessarily mean that you agree with the turbulence that it creates in the marketplace, which slows things down. And I think that is one of the reasons why less people are going on tours or holiday this year.
Even overnight guests, they were talking about the numbers being down. I saw Yoni and them having a press conference, and they were talking about some of their challenges. So I think I mentioned before about some of the challenges in economy. I was talking to a friend yesterday, and he was telling me, boy, I don't got no job. I never called the man because I thought the man got too much job.
Yes.
So I may find that really surprising.
Right.
He was not my first call. I mean, I made several calls before I called him. And he said, boy, I don't have a job. I still find it hard to believe, but we have to know how we're going to navigate through this time. And, Louis, it's like, I remember one of the training we did in the GLS, it talks about disruption, There's no change without disruption. And disruption is a season. It's not just overnight. So people are still trying to figure out, like, okay, what happens next? Like, how am I going to price? Some of the companies are able to kind of give them an actual number. This is going to raise by this amount of percent, right? So we know there's still negotiations.
Right.
But some of them was able to kind of say, buy 6% you can get. 6 could be a lot. Because 6 are US. It's not 12, right? Double that. So, so it creates this, when I come and send out an estimate to a customer, I say, boy, this is valid for 30 days. Hey, I have to watch that now, because the numbers could change drastically, and so.
You know, I swallow that.
No, you can't.
That's the exact.
You can't swallow it. And so, that are some of the things where, as business people in this country, we have to be on top of. It's a time of uncertainty as it relates to what happens with some of the additional costs to do business.
And Belize is a friend of United States. We got the bottom, we got the lowest possible tariff.
That's right.
We got the lowest possible tariff, right? And that's why I say we are taking time into the topic, that we want to discuss.
Big one. That's right.
You see?
Because even as we talk about, I'm thinking about the thing with Venezuela and the US. I heard Mia Motley was reeling about this thing, and
Are you a Mia fan? Are you a Mia Motley fan?
Half and on. Depends on the issue.
Like Trump too?
Yeah, it's based on the issue.
Yeah.
Because she was reeling. And for me, I put something in the chat because I was like,
I'm not a Mia fan.
Okay, well, that's what I'm saying.
I am a Kamala Bassett.
Yeah, all right, good.
I'm a Trinidad and Tobago fan. I'm not a Barbados fan.
Yeah. So basically, she was reeling about
the
US.
to be the next Secretary General of United Nations.
Well,
she's a panderer. But that's just an opinion.
I'm not going to support that either.
I
have my reasons. I'm not going to support that.
She's just. That's how I see her. She says things that the world likes to hear. Like she panders. She's a panderer.
We call her in a GLS. We call it a skillful politician.
Yeah, that's
skillful, right? So, but she's reeling. She's holding a press conference, and I'm like, where's the press conference for all the drugs that has been passing through the region?
Exactly.
Where is the press conference? Where's the outcry?
Exactly.
You're crying because I've never seen anybody in my lifetime who has had this direct, passionate zeal to attack and to do something
the
about the war on drugs.
And to add to that, how many billions of dollars has the United States spent in all of these countries, giving them equipment, giving them radar, giving them training, giving them weapons and so on, giving them information. All of them, Belize included, Belize, Guatemala, Mexico. So America has tried in the past to protect the drugs from coming into its borders by virtue of supplying everything to the region, Jamaica, Trinidad, Barbados, every single one of them, including in the heart of Colombia, to try to give the impression that America is there saying, bring the drugs to me is not true. A drug is addictive, and so the addicts are going to find it, they are going to do what it takes. And the problem is the narcotic suppliers that keep supplying the United States. And as supply increases, there is more access. So more people fall into addiction. And so Trump has put down his foot to say this ends now. But if all of these countries, including Belize, was using the money and the resources that have been pumped into them to do the right thing, rather than make the plane just land, refuel, and put the money in your pocket. If these countries were doing the right thing, there would be no need for Donald Trump to tell the Air Force and the Navy and the Coast Guard, blow them out of the water.
Exactly, and people are reeling, and you know, Louis, listen, I'll tell you, right?
But we hate drugs, you see?
Yeah. No, we love drugs because we...
No, I'm talking we too.
On set.
On set. But apparently we love drugs. Yes,
we love drugs.
Nationally, because
we don't care.
Are the press conferences? You are absolutely
Where is the outcry?
Where is the outcry?
They're like the crime, the bill below when they talk about.
Yeah.
The people out there, they cry against the criminal activity.
Yeah.
And the people who have the power to make the change, they cry for bail. Right? So this is what's going on. Donald Trump, they say no. But you know what? I realized, Louis, Mia Motley, jump up and she's like, we are a region of peace. But you know, I as I'm listening to the story, right, I realized, wait, this song about peace.
It's a narrative, exactly.
You know what this is about? Petro-Caribe.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Her response was for Petro-Caribe money.
Because they don't say nothing when Venezuela was trying to attack Guyana, next door, for Guyana's petroleum. Every single one of them shut up. Go look for the press releases and so on. When Guyana found a lot of oil, because Guyana is neighbor to Venezuela, and Guyana is one of us. And you don't see the outcry when Venezuela was being this big monster against Guyana, and now they are friends with Guyana. Against America, and Venezuela is pumping out. Look at nobody got no fishing boat. We got 4 outboard engine where they run 75 miles an hour in a snake-like maneuvers. What's wrong with these people that think they think that we're going to swallow this thing hook, line, and sinker? And again, all of these things come down. As I say, we are slowly heading towards this most important topic, because our money is 2-to-1 United States. It's tied to the United States. So the better the U.S. economy does, the better our economy is. The stronger the U.S. dollar, the stronger our dollar. Because we cannot pull our dollar up by itself. We need that attachment to the United States. It stabilizes our economy. So number one, our dollar is tied to the U.S. dollar. Number two, we look at the fact that when it comes to importation, most of our things come through the United States. If you take a look at the products that we have, including products made in China, it's the United States. Number three, when it comes to foreign investment, it is the United States. Number four, when Belizeans want to go away from Belize, where do they go? They go to the United States. And then number five, or whatever it is that where do most of our tourists come from?
United States.
The United States.
Exactly.
Right? So what we the puff and pant about as it relates to the issues that are at hand. It's very clear who is our friend. It's very clear. And that's why I said the problem with Belize is that it wants to be like a socialist country in love with Cuba and Venezuela, but they want American money,
Yeah.
want American tourists,
Yeah.
want all of these things. You see it?
Yeah.
So let's be realistic.
Yeah.
Belize already, in a sense, get a friendly status with the United States by virtue of the fact that even though everybody in the world get tariff, Belize is on the smallest possible. It hurt. It still hurt. I'm not saying it doesn't hurt, but we could have been on a worse status.
And Luis, our problem with Venezuela is the fact that it's an oppressive nation.
That is, and I have a problem with that. And same
yes.
thing with Cuba.
You
So when
remember-
people
yeah.
are trumping Venezuela and Cuba,
Exactly.
time in,
No, me and my brother had big war, family war. Me and my brother.
Well, you have a brother educated in Cuba.
I tell him, man, you get injection. Tell him, man, you get injection, but
I think I know that brother. Wait, it shows the power of indoctrination.
I'm telling you, he has me, brother, serious. You've been indoctrinated.
And we love you.
And Louis, nothing free. You understand?
Of course, nothing free.
Fair do a good job.
It's ideology.
He weave it in.
It's ideology.
Come, my brother, feel strongly about this thing. I hear the man go against Trump and all. I say, boy, brother, you hear what you say? Which part of oppression is good?
I always tell them Cuba is one of the countries that export people. Here we are exporting banana, we're exporting sugar, we're finding things to export, and Cuba is exporting people. That's really what it's doing, and getting foreign exchange anyways, that's why. Tell me who you work with, and I tell you who you are, as it relates nationally. And you would have heard me even under the UDP. When this Petro-Caribbean money came in, I said there's a demon attached to it. That was the way that I put it. Right? Because all of a sudden, because of this amount of petroleum that came into our country, there were Petro-Caribbean rolling it, tacos and all of these things. And you see the seeds of socialism and socialistic thinking were attached to it right into this country. So now Venezuela can be a monster against Guyana, and we shut up our mouth. You know, now we can see that Venezuela is trying to export drugs to the United States, and here we are talking about the Caribbean as this zone of peace. There's no zone of peace.
Peace. Where is the peace?
Yeah.
You gotta go through these communities and see much our young men is strung up and hard drugs.
Exactly.
Where is the peace?
Exactly.
Where is their future? There's no peace, Louis.
And the entire gang warfare that is taking place in their country is directly related to the drug trade.
The cartel in Mexico.
That is correct. Mexico,
right?
Bloodshed in Guatemala, Honduras, even in Jamaica, all of the gang issues. Haiti, look at Haiti, where the gangs have literally taken over the entire island. And they want to talk about zone of peace.
Man,
you know? And that's why I did a post that I said I have a picture with a boat with 4 engines behind it, and I say, here's a Venezuelan fisherman going to fish.
Here's a boat of peace.
Yeah, going to fish in the CARICOM zone of peace. You know why? You know how expensive one engine, one motorboat engine?
Louis,
and I got 4.
I used to work in that industry.
Yes.
I see the boats, eh?
Yeah.
You know the guys in the boat when they come? You know what they did the boat, Louis? Do you know?
No, I don't.
Oh, let me enlighten you what they did the boat.
I don't.
So after they take off them jugs,
Yeah.
they leave the boat right there with the engine on it.
With the engine.
You don't hear what I'm telling you. With the you know how much many boats we have? You know how much many boats our law enforcement have?
Wow.
Yes, they leave the boats with the engine. That's to tell you the value of the drugs.
Exactly.
And the boat, they look just like they want to. I see the boat there.
Yeah.
I've been on the boats.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Because they're built for speed, long distances, big carrying capacity, and the guys are just sitting on the edge in a sense because the drugs is more important than the life of the very guys on the boat.
That's right.
The drugs is more important than the boat. You're giving that example, and you're saying they leave the engines on the boat.
They left them.
Yeah.
So the fisherman come up.
Exactly.
Everybody pull on to an engine, watch
in the zone of peace.
In the zone of peace.
In the zone of peace. Yeah. That's just a narrative.
Yeah, it's a narrative.
That's just a narrative.
So she jumped out like, okay, no, you know, we want to have a zone of peace and we don't want no trouble, but then they call us, don't come from Maduro and say, hey, what you going to do now? I don't give you
Oil.
the fuel.
Yeah.
I don't give you my oil.
Yeah.
You better say something.
Yeah.
That's why I say nothing free, nothing good come free.
Yeah.
Right? There's a price.
Anytime I see those
it's a price.
CARICOM pro Venezuela
price.
press releases, that's oil.
And you know what that's sad thing, Louis? You know what
yeah.
the sad thing? We have to pay the same price for a gallon of fuel.
Yeah.
Did you see a reduction in the price?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Right.
The price of the fuel stayed the same, and then now we supposed to support a zone of peace. No, we support our young men having a vision and a future for their lives.
Absolutely.
Having the right to
blow them out of the water, Trump.
Yes, I want to see the plane and get blown. You
Well,
go through Mexico. Mexico is so dangerous because of the cartels.
Yeah.
Just over the weekend, they had an incident with them trying to take away the guy's vehicles.
A video
Man,
of
look,
Louis.
yeah. Louis, I have the recording.
In the zone of peace.
Louis, I have the recording. I was coming from the States.
Yeah.
And I asked the lady, I said, Mom, tell me, what I didn't, one of the vehicles I have, I didn't have the title. Right? So I asked the broker, tell me, what will it take for me to get this vehicle? Because I've done it in the past, and normally they do a letter and they charge you $100. What will it take? I have a voice recording I can let you hear. It's right there on my phone. And she answered, and she said, $100 for me, and 300 or 350 US for the cartel. What does the cartel have to do with my vehicle having a title? They want money for that too.
Yeah.
And I left the vehicle just to leave the States today.
Yeah.
And I'm praying that they don't stop the man.
Yeah.
You know, but this is how far the cartel have gone. They run the roads. They know what happened to you. Because I broke off the pass, all the information to them. They say, Louis Wade is coming. He's driving a Ford F-150 2016. And he has in it all of these stuff. And all of these. They know. When your vehicle pull up, they go call you by name.
Yeah.
Mr. Wade.
Yeah.
This is how the cartel works.
That's the zone of peace.
The zone of, no, where is the peace in that?
It's only zone of peace when the cartels are paying you to shut up.
Yeah.
Or when you are paying the cartels, in the case of Mexico, because you know the cartels, the power has shifted, you see.
Yeah.
When the politician have the power, the cartels pay the politician to remain silent.
Yes.
When the cartels take over, then the politicians and so on create a system where the cartels get paid, because that's what's happening.
They have to get paid.
They have
Don't
to
you
get
see
paid.
the president of Mexico?
Yeah.
Hurry put out a report when Donald Trump struck the boat.
Yeah, exactly.
Why you think?
Pressure.
Come on. So it's not a zone of peace. And so when we talk about President Trump, and this is what happens when you sell your soul.
Yeah.
And we have to be careful. We see many times in a beliefs where our leaders are going to sign all kind of documents. All kind of thing we are talking about is this movement of, what you call it, the
third country
for the asylum, right?
Seekers.
There is something attached, and so we have to be careful. I have to go back to one of the leaders who spoke at the United Nations, and he called the United Nations out, Louis. He said, we've changed our mission. Now we've become this body of people who carry out agendas. You know, and I went to the States. We had a summit, and I talked to people who are friends of ours who work inside the United Nations, and then they tell me how it work. They say, but they're manipulative. Imagine you go and you debate a bill, right? And they don't got this big bill nowhere. Boy, this are the bomb we on job. So you know what? They're doing the insider trading, and then this one with the bomb we have all the LGBT agenda in the progressive movement agenda. At the last one I hit the table when everybody tired.
Yeah. Oh, they do that.
Yes. She is telling us. She said this is how they work. He said you have to stand guard and be on your watch because they slip things in. Yeah. And people is signing things when they're not even know they sign.
They don't know.
Right? She explained to us, right? And so Louis, the agendas.
Yeah.
The agendas, global agendas. Me and Molecular make anybody feel like she's a woman of peace.
Yeah.
But she never tell the people that she got a phone call.
Yeah.
From Maduro, say.
Yeah.
Remember, I give me Petro
Oil,
Caribe
yeah,
with oil.
the oil.
You better say something.
That's the diplomacy that Venezuela is using to the
Yes.
detriment of its own people, because its own
right.
people are standing in line for petroleum. Its own people. You imagine Venezuelans among that are starving, and they put food in our plane and send it over to Jamaica.
Telling you.
Yes, yes, yes.
It's so crazy.
That's food that the Venezuelans could have eaten.
Yeah.
Not saying that Jamaica does not need the help, but help your people first.
That's right.
Help your people first. All right, so let's get into this
Let's
thing
look
now.
like you were all right this topic.
Because we said George Soros, right? We dropped the name George Soros, and he was funding open borders, and in Spanish he named Sin Fronteras.
Sin Fronteras.
Right? Sin Fronteras, I mean, literally the name of the organization that was doing those caravans to the United States.
You serious?
Yes, literally. That is the name of the NGO.
You got a correct name, Sin.
Sin, yeah, yeah. Sin Fronteras, we mean without borders or open borders. So, Sin Fronteras, funded by George Soros, was pushing millions of people, illegal aliens, into the United States.
Yeah.
So according to the United Nations law, you see it? The United Nations law said that once a person come to your border and declare that they want refugee status, you are to let them in.
What? That is so crazy.
Yes. You are to let them in.
That's Soros.
And Biden made it so easy that you didn't even have to appear. There was an app that you could just, through the app, just download the app, and you apply right there, and immediately you can go into the United States and wait for your court date. So remember that according to the International Refugee Agreement, economic immigrants cannot qualify for refugee status. You can only legitimately qualify for refugee status if you are, like, you have received violence in your country due to some structural, like maybe a political, social upheaval, those types of stuff. There's a war in your country, then you are fleeing persecution, any of these things, then you can apply under for refugee status. So the turnaround time in Belize is like 3 months. So a person can come into Belize, you reach at the border, and this is anywhere in the world, and you say, I would like to apply for refugee status, and a process is supposed to kick in. That is, you agree to with United Nations.
And what do they do with those people? I don't know that Belize.
Okay, so here in Belize, there are a couple of refugee homes.
Okay.
Right? So it might have four apartments or 4 apartments or something like that, where you and your family, or if a single man, you have bunk beds where you can stay. The state does not take care of you. What happens is that an NGO, like Help for Progress, maybe church organization, is going to come and drop off groceries for you during the time while your status is being researched. So that's the process anywhere in the world, right? Including in Belize, if you apply for refugee status for economic reasons, I couldn't find a job, I made it do bad, you are denied refugee status. Go back home. If everybody else has survived, your life not threatened, go back home or go to another country that will accept you, but you can't stay here. Right? So you understand the process.
That's what we should have done, I believe.
Well, that's done. That is done.
You sure?
Yes, for those who we're not talking about those who creep through the border and then the illegal alien. You see, that's the difference. We need to separate between an illegal alien and a person applying for refugee status. It is totally different. And that's what I want Belizeans to understand first and foremost. You have the illegal alien who just come in your country, try settling, chop out a piece of land, all of that. Build up. That's illegal alien.
Yeah.
We are not talking about that. We're talking about refugee status.
Yeah.
We're talking about a person, they show up with their passport, they have their documents, and they say, I would like to apply for refugee status because I'm running away from my country. The gangs want to kill me.
Yeah.
Just as an example.
Yeah.
No country should reject that person who is now applying for refugee status.
Yeah.
Because they are claiming that somebody wants to take their life. So this is not an illegal alien. This is a person who is applying for asylum.
Yeah.
It's a refugee. So your country now will take a period of time to process those people.
Yeah.
Here in Belize, it's about 3 months.
Okay.
So within 3 months, you will know if you qualify or if you do not qualify.
Yeah.
If you do not qualify, you have to leave.
Yeah.
One of the ways to not qualify is they find out that the lie.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
Or you put economic poor, I can't make it in my country. The country could still look at it and say, sorry, you have to go. You are so internationally, you can be denied refugee status for economic reasons. Now, what's wrong the world? Why people to run to London? Why are people running to England, United States? Most of it is what?
They want to economic.
Economic. So they do not
Qualify.
They don't.
Yeah.
But here is the problem. There's no problem in Belize because you come in, we know they get like the time when the Salvadorans may come because there was a war or something, or Honduras will come.
Right.
It's not that. We're not in that time.
Yeah.
We're not in that time. However, because of Sin Fronteras,
Sin, yeah, the words.
yeah,
No, sin.
because
Right
of
name.
Sin Fronteras, how many illegal aliens, undocumented, and refugee-seeking people ended up in the United States? 12 million.
Wow.
12 million. So what will America do, my brother?
Be wise.
Exactly. So they come to America now, as I say. They apply through the app, pop, 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 and they come in.
Yeah.
But the app gives them a date to appear in court. They do not show up.
Yeah.
Because they were only using the app and the saying of I am a refugee,
Yeah.
so that they could get in.
Yeah.
Because the backlog.
Yeah. Ooh. So
Because
much.
America is committed to do the right thing, which is to process them.
Yeah.
Just like every other country, we process them. But our turnaround time is what? 3 months. The American backlog time, because of the 12 million, is,
It's only 3 years.
you see it
Or
now,
more.
by that time,
Yeah.
they don't move from Chicago
Yeah. That's right.
to Oregon, to
Yeah.
this, to that. When for them date come for show up, they not show up.
Yeah.
So they skip their date.
Yeah.
Why? Because they know they're not qualified.
Yeah.
But using the same refugee claim,
Yeah.
they get in.
Inside.
So meanwhile, in Belize, it's 3 months, and we know where you're there because you're the stay at such and such a house.
Yeah.
In America, they disperse.
Because Biden may put them in hotels,
That
in
is,
New York,
that is
Kenny.
correct.
Yeah.
Right. Because you see, it's an obligation in a
Yeah.
sense when a person applies. It's a national obligation.
Yeah.
Because you don't know out of that 12 million how many are genuinely refugees,
Yeah.
and you do want to help the genuine refugees.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So America is saying we are overwhelmed.
Yeah.
It's taking years. So Biden just left them for come in.
Yeah.
Trump said no,
Yeah.
no,
Exactly.
no.
Even the Egypt Pharaoh said no.
Right, exactly.
You remember
So,
that
so,
story?
so the Trumpian plan, right, is that if you skip your court date, because you were supposed to appear for your court date, you are now illegal
Yeah.
because you shouldn't show up for your court date. And so since you came in illegally, you didn't, those who didn't apply, well, you can't
Automatically.
automatically because you should have
Yeah. Sure.
Announce it. You should have announced at the border that you're seeking asylum, number one. Number two is you got your court date, you not show up your court date, so
disqualify automatically.
That is correct, which is all legal, my brother.
Yeah.
What Donald Trump is doing is all
Of course,
legal.
and
right?
sensible.
Exactly. So now the idea is, because they don't know where the 12 million there for many parts of them, is America is saying, okay, let's go back to your country. So you are already seeing in the news that people are self-deporting.
Yeah.
Right? And say, boy, it's better for me to go back home. My application done the in.
Yeah.
But I'm going back home and wait. Because I have a better chance. Like if I dey in America and my name come up, I automatically will lose. But if I go back home and my application come in, I still got a fighting chance. So many people are going back home.
Yeah.
But you have the group that cannot go back home because they are genuinely going to be killed.
Yeah.
You see, all economic migrants could go back home and wait for their name come up.
Like some many gang guys are gonna fire.
Right.
I kill and 2 man and zap them.
Exactly. They could come back home, but they know what happened.
Yes.
All right. But the truth is that there are people who cannot go back home. They cannot go back home, including gangsters.
Yeah.
But in the case of Belize, gangsters are not allowed. If you have a criminal past, you're not allowed. So there's a cutoff. You can't qualify.
Yeah.
So who can come to Belize will be genuine people who cannot go back home because they will be killed, they will be persecuted.
Woo!
Right?
That's scary.
You see it now? That's why I say it's not illegal alien, it's refugee. It's a different concept. Now, how much will Belize accept a year according to this program? Number one, Belize will not accept anybody outside of the Caribbean, Central America, or Guatemala.
All right.
Sorry, Belize will only accept.
Yeah.
Belize will only accept people that are from Central America, CARICOM, and not Guatemala either.
Not Guatemala.
So no one from Venezuela can come.
Venezuela?
Venezuela is South America.
Yeah.
No one from Venezuela can come. No one from anywhere else in the world can qualify to come to Belize.
So you be Salvador?
That's right.
Honduras?
Correct.
The Caribbean?
Correct.
Which part else?
That's it.
Salvador, Honduras,
Nicaragua, Costa Rica. Just our area.
Okay.
That's number one.
Yeah.
So the first thing that the Belize government did in its agreement with the United States is we know they accept people from all over the world.
Yeah.
These are already people where we process.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yes.
And Guatemalan is excluded officially.
Yeah.
Because of the referendum. But it's Honduras, Salvador, Nicaragua, and then Jamaica, Haiti. That's it. Yeah. Only from those countries can come in this program.
Yeah.
Secondly,
how much?
10 a year.
10 persons?
10 a year.
So why not need on the news?
It's 10 a year.
That need for in the news because you see, now that make now a total different ball game now.
Absolutely.
If you tell me 10 person a year, my heart open.
Exactly.
But if I don't know the number, and we don't have to me.
So when did I tell you I changed my mind?
When you get the information.
When I got the information.
Well, if that is the case, Louis, but I don't know, because that puzzles me. Why would Donald Trump now pay?
What is he paying?
Or Belize sign an agreement to accept 10 person a year. That don't make no sense to me. Honestly.
So what you wanted, 1,000?
No, but I want 5.
So
10 is totally fine. And I'm even getting more than 10, honestly.
Right.
I think the concern of
because
the
it's just giving people options.
Yeah.
Because it's not like he's going to send them all to this. It's Belize now becomes an option.
Yeah.
Belize become an option. So Guatemala has signed it already. Honduras has signed it. Other countries are signing it too.
Yeah.
Right? So Belize has signed. with particular.
So, but Louis, was that all right? Because forgive me, I never hear the details of the debate. But it's not in the debate.
That was not in the debate because remember, while the debate was in the lower house, the agreement had not yet been signed.
Oh,
the agreement was signed on the exact day that the Senate was meeting.
Right. So we don't get to debate it.
We did not get to debate it. We said we want information.
Very good.
And then we got the information.
Well, then that's good. And I think the government has missed a long time because that obviously.
No, because the media started to run.
Yeah. Well, well, Louis, rightfully so, though. Rightfully so, because one agreement like that could have been extremely controversial.
Yes.
Because something of that magnitude, had it been what people thought, would have required and should have required a referendum.
Okay.
Right? But no.
Do you think 10 require a referendum?
No, of course not.
Let's take the car.
10 requires nothing.
Carla,
We
you
could
on the
accept
air.
10. We could easily accept more than 10.
We just accept 5,000 last year.
That's crazy.
We just accepted 5,000 last year.
That is crazy.
I need to talk to this guy today.
Good morning, Carla. You're on the air live. Hello, Carla.
Good morning. What's going to happen with these people
Yes, I need
to the Belizean people that wants to work?
What to do about nothing?
Yes. Carla, we're not here for whatever reason.
Hello.
Hello.
Carla, have to turn on the TV.
Yes, we got a lot of Belizeans that want to work, and you're bringing these people from other countries taking away our jobs. What's going to happen?
Sir, these people cannot work. They cannot work. When you apply for refugee status, you cannot work. I just explained that there are houses, and the houses are not by government. They are also by these NGOs that rent the houses and then provide food for the people. So while they are waiting for their status to be processed, which in Belize takes 3 months, they cannot work. They have to just wait until their status is clarified. Now, if their status is clarified, they are a genuine, bona fide refugee. Of course, they have the right to work. Just like how Belizeans have the right to work in Guatemala or in any other country when they acquire refugee status. I have a friend who is a refugee from Belize that's living in Europe.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people in Belize that wants to work, and when they go ask for work in the hotels, for example in San Pedro, if they know you're a Belizean, they won't give you a job because they cannot take advantage of you. So they will give the foreigners that come here and work for a little bit of nothing, and then that's the problem right here, and it's going to happen, and nobody does do nothing about it, and the crime situation is going to get worse. Because Belizeans have to eat.
Sir,
you bring other people. If you bring other people from other countries, how will these people will survive?
Sir, did you hear the number of people that will be coming in per year under this agreement?
Even if it's one person, he's going to go up north and take away our jobs. They're going to do that, and they're going to preferably give them the job because they work for a little less than we, and they're going to get the job. That's common sense.
You know, I have a refugee that works with me, and he's well paid. And I have Belizeans that work with me. He's a refugee, sir. When a person qualifies for refugee status, is because the country has found out that there is a legitimate reason why they have run from their country. Yeah. A legitimate reason.
Anyway, if you notice, the crime situation is going to get worse. You hear what I'm telling you.
Thank you, sir.
So you just have to be careful. Bringing 10 people a year is too much.
Did you hear me say that that last year we welcomed 5,000 refugees, and that is separate from the 20,000 that do you remember we had an amnesty program?
So did you notice the
20,000?
Yeah, it's too much, Louis.
And sir, all of my statistics show that most of the murders are happening outside Belize City. So what you said are really not true, and I can't allow you to blame the Hispanics for what we gangs they do that Belize City.
Anyway, that's my opinion. I think they should stop that so much people coming in the country and taking away our jobs. That's all I'm saying. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Louis, I think that maybe what the caller feels, what I feel, is we have taken in too much people.
Yes.
It has the ability to, and has shifted the demographics of our country.
Right.
And it's also...
No, we did that with what benefit?
And this I want to say. So it could be based on how you look at it.
Yeah.
Some of it is for a good purpose, because we need to strengthen the labor force. There are certain jobs that people don't want to do.
Agriculture.
But a lot of it is used for political mischief.
Yes.
It's corrupt,
Yes.
right? And I give you an example, right? So
Yeah, we have a caller.
All right, sure.
Yeah, remember your example though. Caller, we're like old man. You don't like me,
remember.
I mean, come.
Caller.
I sound like you. I no believe, and I don't think Louis truly believe that the United States can get $120 million just to repatriate 20 people, maximum over years.
Sir, where did you hear? Where did
What?
you hear that America will give us $120 million US? Where did you hear that?
What we are doing is actually the highest level of human trafficking. The people who want to come to Belize because they want to come to Belize. They are being forced on us. So that alone, the human trafficking. Added to that, we are repeating history. 300 years ago or more, Africans were moved from South Africa, transferred to the Americas, and they've never returned. This is what is repeating itself. We're repeating history. The people no one ever say home again, in my view. And I think that 20 people are bogus figure. They want definitely use that as a passport to send hundreds of people into Belize. Thank you. Have a pleasant day.
Thank you.
There is, all right. I'm example.
I would say there's clearly misinformation there. Like.
But you understand why, right, Louis? You understand why? Because trust factor is down.
We admitted 5,000.
And that's the problem. That is what I'm saying, right? That is the problem, because Louis.
Belize signed on to that Kerm.
Yes, but
Belize signed. Let's hold a minute.
Mm-hmm.
How many Belizeans are in the United States?
Too many.
How many?
I don't show the number.
The size of the population of Belize, 500,000.
Okay.
400,000 Belizeans are in America.
Yeah. But okay, when you look at it per capita,
should they be sent back home?
Glad that time come.
No. Should they be sent back home? That's the question. Right? How many Belizeans how many Belizeans there are Guatemala?
No, I don't think that. This is how I answer your question though. I don't think that. Maybe hold the man name.
Boy, you know what's Garifuna and Guatemala?
Oh yes, well, Garifuna people.
And then Maya.
Yeah. Well.
And then border.
When I say Maya, what they don't sort then from Guatemala, I don't know. But Louis.
Go ahead.
I think what the callers and they say, and what I say, is that trust has been broken down.
Yes.
I don't watch the news. I just watch the news and I say, boy, look how much land paper they hand out. Louis, I have my land on my
But that
back.
have none to do with refugees.
Wait, hold on, listen
You
to
see,
me.
that's why
Wait, man,
we're
listen to me.
conflating illegal alien
Yeah.
with refugees.
Well, we the one and the same.
Right.
The one and the same.
Which is unfortunate.
Well,
it is wrong.
Well, in a way, because
no, fully.
No. Listen to my point, Don. This is how I think the caller will say that. Louis, my pa give me this lot. I got and I build a house on the lot. For 20 years I try to get my papers. They never me get a survey no land. Me not a surveyor. This land was given to my father from me. I think it's like in lieu for something like that. I'm gonna look at the
in lieu of
me.
Okay.
I can't tell how much time I got on the lands. Louis, I don't have the title for my property. Yet when I turn on my TV, boy, big charading, man, they get land paper left, right, and center.
Yeah.
I ban you, I raise you, I grow you, I give me soul for you, and I can't get my land paper.
Yeah.
So how you think I feel?
So who are getting the land papers?
The people will get the land. The people that come in a free country illegally.
Yes.
That has been allowed and,
yes.
and actually.
So we award as a nation, we award those who break the law.
That's right.
But then the refugee is not the one that's breaking the law. The refugee is the person who is running away from.
The Donald Trump crowd talk about.
No.
Or the one that caught me. Because I think.
ones who qualify for refugee status.
Louis, honestly.
You have two groups of people. You have the illegal alien. So it's almost like because you're a Belizean, we automatically call you gangster because gangs they get trouble at Belize. Yeah. We take every Belizean and say no, we not make you pass through here because you're a gangster.
No, but Louis,
how would you feel about that?
No, all right. Well, listen.
It's the same thing with an illegal alien versus a refugee.
I don't know if that. All right, listen to me. Right, my point is this: that.
But
how much are the people?
Do you see you still?
Wait,
bunch
no.
there as well?
No, I did bunch them because you described the system earlier, right?
Yes.
And you said that we have one safe house. We could hold how much?
Probably 10, 15.
So part of 5,000 come fund. 5,000 versus we only could host 10. They just do exactly what the people do. Gone straight in America, and after that, this is our experience, so we sell a Belize. And this is offend Belizean people. And then I talk about just maybe one black skinned person or racism, because Belize have people that are all races.
Yes.
If that was somebody orange or Kyle, Hispanic. They're not racist. We have
another call.
Why? I can't get my point through. When we call, I don't get my point through.
Call, good morning.
Good morning, Pastor. Hello.
Hello, caller. Turn on the TV and raise your voice.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, good morning.
Hello.
Yes, it's very soft. Just we'll
hello.
have to take the call off and let them call back again.
I want to get through to Pastor Wade, man.
So, Louis, the thing is that.
I can't get through to Pastor Wade, man.
I think the caller is
you have to turn them off.
Good morning.
It's
too low.
It's too low. It's too low.
You have to speak louder, caller. Please call back, but speak louder. Turn on the TV, right? Louis, 5,000 people got status.
We're processed. We're processed.
Recently, when there's no war, no way. War done fast.
There are issues, slight issues in Nicaragua.
But are they from Nicaragua? We don't want. You see, Belizeans.
I don't know where.
And that's the thing.
From.
There is no
accountability. Anywhere in the world, it could be for.
All right, let's say.
It could be for Palestine.
Right?
It could be for. It could be a refugee.
Yeah.
Kerm.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Listen to me. Belize has signed on to accepting refugees. All countries have.
Yeah.
Once a person qualified.
Yeah. That's the thing.
But we have a
5,000 qualified, 5,000?
No. We process 5,000.
And how much
I
qualify?
have to use exact words.
And that's the thing, Louis. This is the point where the callers and the make. Where is the accountability?
But the
wait, but listen to me.
But the accountability is there. I just give you the number.
Yes, but listen to me though.
Yes.
You and your wife live in a house as a couple. You might your heart soft. Your wife heart soft. Two heart soft. Maybe one person heart soft and say, you go there and you see a little girl and say, boy, you see, no palm, I think I want to carry home. But when you got 4 sisters, and you go to your wife, darling, you can't just bring 5 and they pick me home. You need to talk to your wife, true or false. Babes, listen, I think, your wife might say, Louis, we could take 2.
No. Do you believe that Belize should be a signatory to the refugee?
Of course we should.
All right. So do you believe that Belize should abide by its obligations? So that's what Belize is doing.
Well, Louis,
those people in immigration department.
So how many people end up with the land and go squat?
That not got nothing to do with refugee.
And this is the thing, it's mixed up.
That's why I'm trying to separate it for you.
But it's hard for you to separate
that. Yes, it is hard. Because we see what illegal aliens have caused to our political, social.
That's right.
But within that group of people, that there is a small group of people.
Who are refugees.
Who need to be refugees.
And
we need to protect.
And they're good people.
We have an obligation to protect. They're good people, so are doctors, lawyers, that because they stood up against a political system, they will be killed. That could happen to any one of us. And we, the country that we choose to go to, when they research and find out that it is true, should they not accept us?
Of course.
That's the same thing we're talking about.
No, it's not the same thing.
Yes, it is.
When they talk about the topic, because it's on a broad topic.
But it's divided into 2.
Yes.
And I will
it's hard to divide that.
You can't.
You divide, and I must say the add.
Yes. Because I divide it because we do work with refugees.
Me too. I have the lady working at free house, so clean for us. Trust me.
So then you should be able to delineate between an illegal alien and a refugee.
And I do because I'm telling you.
So the people who will be coming to Belize, the 10 of them, they will not automatically get refugee status,
All right, but see,
they will only be able to apply.
Yes, and I'm not going to promise that 10.
Right.
Give all 10 once and good.
And if they qualify,
bring me.
And if they don't qualify,
well,
they have to go.
My heart would go for a full 10.
Right, good.
Full 10, my heart.
The government would like to hear you.
Yes, well, government, my heart would go for the full 10. What I am talking about here is that we have a problem with people who have crossed the borders coming to this country in a number that's so ridiculous, and it has shifted our culture in so many ways.
We are on the same side.
Right?
Of that.
So that's what I talk about, and I think the cause and the hint.
All right. Kerm, I agree with you 100% on that.
Yes, so that's the primary way to talk about.
But within that group, we must humanely carve out a small space.
A bigger space than a 10.
Genuine.
Bigger space than a 10. Yes. I got patience in more than 10 people.
That's what I felt too. I felt that
more
I
than 10.
Taken up to 50.
And I'm even take 100.
Okay, so there you go.
Right? I'm telling you, me personally,
that's what
right?
I believe.
Yes.
That 10 is palatable for the Belizean.
Of course.
Well, let me repeat that. For the Belizean with a heart.
Any Belizean accept 10.
No, you know, here the man said not even one.
No, because
I've heard the not even one.
Louis, the man have
there are some politicians that are already saying not even one. That's like, are you kidding? If you were in government, you may understand with the same deal. You agree?
Trust me, of course. When I buy that line,
and the ones that were currently sell with the deal, no,
not bad deal.
Exactly. So we in the middle.
We
in the middle. I think have to carve out the space for the legitimate, bona fide person
of course
who is running away.
The problem is that because the thing has already been corrupted.
Yes.
Because
I
people come in and next thing you know, either watch.
Then they get
Then there's a squat per land.
Yeah.
Then they get land papers.
And that's exactly how the Republicans feel.
All right.
But what the Democrats do.
Exactly.
The 12 million.
Exactly.
And I agree with that. We have a call. Caller, good morning.
Carla, here you Carla, where they going?
Carla wants to come in.
Yes, but not here, you have to talk loud. This we need to go up on this topic again. Go ahead. The OS here is actually. How did it get here?
Can we get that car up volume?
Carla, we want to hear you, but we don't hear you.
Good morning.
Okay, yeah. Then talk to the TV maybe. Sorry.
So anyways, Louis, right? This is a hot topic.
Yeah.
We have a problem. Look at Belmopan. When the hurricane hit Jamaica, the man gone upon George Kill Price, the Right Honorable Father of the Nation, because he designed a Belmopan because of the hurricane that struck this country from 31 or 61?
Well, 31 then 61.
31 and 61.
31 didn't have a name, but 61 was Hattie. Yeah.
Do you think that Las Flores and San Martin design was a part of
No,
his design?
it was not.
Even Belmopan proper now, when you look wrong,
Yeah.
I see wood structure, zinc structure, and I ask myself, what are our leaders thinking or are not thinking?
Yeah.
Because look at what that hurricane did to Jamaica.
Yeah.
Belmopan was designed to what? To be a safe place for the citizens of this country. So we build a proper city that was safe. And even the design back then, and if you update now, I would say rooftop, they fly off like crazy.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
So when you look at what happened here, how do you think the people in Belmopan feel? We bite more than we could chew, we bite too big, we like the way Ghana, yeah, this is another way we may sign up for. If you may ask the people of this country how much you may willing to take in, they never may accept this number.
Yeah. But
it gone out of proportion, Louis.
Yes, but so we are looking at two things. The migration to Belize started because of the wars in Salvador. Kind of first
Civil
group
War.
of people to be here were Salvadorans.
Which are good people. I don't want to make this show done, and I know that I agree with what you said because Louis, I am impressed. Back then, people used to feel violent people are coming and rob way and kill way, and that never happened.
Right.
And these people are to be
And
celebrated.
Why did they settle around Belmopan?
Well,
Why?
I'm not sure.
Economy. They became the cleaners,
Yeah.
the vegetable sellers,
Yeah.
and then slowly they climbed.
Yeah.
We gave them a life.
Yeah.
They are now as Belizean as we are.
Yes.
They were not illegal aliens.
Yeah.
They were refugees.
Yeah.
They were
Back
refugees.
then, I used to see a refugee system, but I know we never got no place to hold more than 10.
Because there were 20,000, 30,000.
Yeah.
At this present moment, we don't have that crisis in the zone. There's not the crisis in the region. So all those people that were marching to America, it was economic.
Yeah,
and economic is not a qualifier for refugee. So most of the people who get processed in Belize, they will be rejected because their story will be what? Economic.
Economic.
So
then they come right back to Belize.
Then
they come right back here. Trump is sending right there back.
But Trump is sending them here already. And
so
then we just process. They got choice. Some choose to go to Guatemala, someone choose to go to.
But how much can they take in?
I don't know.
You better not be 10 because where the rest going.
All right. So we watch certain countries take lot.
Take your people.
But no,
No,
that's correct. That's correct. Remember that the first choice is self-repatriation.
Yes.
So that's correct. It is correct.
But a lot of people now move.
Yes.
How much million you quoted just now?
12.
Well,
Yes.
10 out of that, my brother, Trump the waste of time.
Maybe. All right, but there's a group that's already going back home. Let's admit that.
There are some, but that number
Then secondly, you know that in your country, you the runway for economic.
Yeah.
And they give you an option. Where most likely will you choose? It will be home.
You better go home.
So
Belize only
slowly,
protect 10.
the number of people from that 12 million did go down, because some of them don't go back home.
Yeah.
The next group, they have to catch them, but then going back home. And then there is going to be a smaller group out of that we can't go back home.
Yeah.
Then are the ones who will be given an option to say, well, since you cannot go back home, for example.
Go to Belize.
Yeah. Would you? No. It's
Would
not
you
like
consider?
That is correct.
10 people could go to Belize, so better pick quick.
No. Right. So it's going to be, here are the countries that you can go.
Yeah.
It's going to be a whole list. So Belize is only a part of a list. So what America is trying to do is trying to get the list bigger and bigger. That's
But
what
Louis,
they're trying
think
to
about
do.
this. America got serious work if that like kind of work wouldn't it do, because if you got, all right,
That they do.
let's say out of that 12.
I think Trump still bite off more than he could chew.
Yeah, out of
But you
that
know what?
12
The 12 million, the floodgates
right.
don't come in, my boy.
They have built a whole next city somewhere.
Exactly.
The whole world. For them people.
And so if I were American, I would be very angry about what Biden did. I would be very angry.
And that was some Belizean feel.
And so Trump is trying to create a system that is fair to genuine refugees, because everybody will still get processed.
Yeah.
While at the same time, he's trying to reduce the number by telling them go back home, and then he's starting with those who have committed a crime. Because once you commit a crime, you can't qualify. You cannot qualify.
Yeah.
So those who have committed a crime, he's sending them back home.
And then I want to go home, so they're going to hide somewhere.
Well,
so
that's why he send the hardened criminals in Salvador.
Yeah.
They have a plan,
Yeah.
and they are rolling out that plan,
Yeah.
right? So what Biden may do, just telling all and stay here. And what Trump is doing is saying, no, we are going to sieve it out.
Yeah.
Right?
I'll come back to a point you make earlier, a question.
And are we a friend of America or we're not?
We're a friend of America, but we don't say that already, based on the issue at hand.
And so what do friends do?
Help each other.
In times of crisis, you know. So
Louis, we have a lot of Belizeans.
Yeah.
And we discuss the Spanish right. We're gone America. And then gone America gonna rape the system. Right or wrong?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do we think we are vulnerable to be raped? We have been raped. And that's the way the caller they said that we have a problem, because I've seen it myself. I mean, I'll be honest with you. You know, my grandmother and I'm full Hispanic, you know, make her say that. Full thing. You wouldn't believe my grandma. The head, look here.
Well, that's the beauty of Belize.
Yeah, right?
It's the beauty
he
of...
He makes up and agree to man, and here I am, right?
It's beautiful.
No,
it's beautiful.
We know that's not a racist statement, but what we're saying is that I think we lost control of the country because we're going to bite off more than we could chew. We are just like Joe Biden. And what hurt Belizean people are when they say our political leaders are military, they have big meeting with people and they give free documents to come vote the Belize. That will hurt Belizeans. Because that's one of the way how you, better you just take the flag and burn it. You have no national pride as a person when you do that. And we know that a lot of our political leaders do that. They bring in their people for win elections.
Yeah, that is true.
And then they regularize people for win elections.
That's true. Especially
you see why people upset?
The borders.
That's what people vex about. That's what people talk about.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with the price of milk.
It has. It has, because at the end of the day,
it doesn't curb, because
nobody there what to say. Well, you gone in and hold 10 people, and you gone through the whatever process.
No, our country just went through an amnesty where we forgive 20,000 illegal aliens.
But did the people of Belize have any say in that?
Absolutely.
No.
It was in the news. It was advertised.
Was it put to a referendum?
No, it wasn't.
If that may put to a referendum, what do you think might be?
It would fail.
That's right.
But
that's the point.
But why didn't we, as the people, trigger a referendum?
Because the people are living in fear in this country.
No. Belize
you aren't. No. You aren't.
No.
Louis, the reality, Belizeans are living in fear because they say, boy, if I go say this, My job gone.
Then the whole system will just ride right over way.
Make I tell us something.
Right? Because you must love something to the point where you are willing to die for it.
Yeah, I agree. That's you, and that's where me.
That's where we live. Because when we say we are going to go on a referendum for something, we don't care because it matters to our nation. Yeah. So I do. Yes. So what is an amnesty? An amnesty is when you have so much illegal people, right? That they done the inner the system. They work, then they go to school, and whatever. That you say, you know what? We have to regularize their people. Yeah. Right? So that's what happened. We were ready to, my understanding, is that we were ready to regularize 40,000. Yeah. Which I ripped on the show. Rip. But the thing is, they only could have found 20,000. Yeah. It's still a lot. That's a lot.
A lot of people.
But then the people were never even said they were refugee, or they just come in.
Take land.
Right. I have them people I have less respect for. Yeah. In a sense.
But then our politicians endorsing thing, and I have to call and speed up. Yes. Because that's true, and that's what happening in Louis. Yes. And wrong.
Yes.
It's wrong to the core. Yes. Because you can't just.
But notice this 10.
10 or nothing.
It's easy to make America just take what they flying into the border and push them in. Yeah. And nobody has said nothing. Yeah. But here we have is an agreement that is transparent, it is above board, it is a third party situation. I believe that there are benefits. Nobody knows to say what the benefits are, but I think there have to be benefits.
Of course.
Right?
No, I've got a deal with.
And wouldn't you for 10? Yeah?
For 10 I would.
We go on like for we budget balance or something. Come on now, that like if you're short, you need $3,000 for run your house in a month. You're short at 2,000, then you're out there, the bad up is behave like bad man.
Louis, in all honesty, I don't think Belizeans are that bad when I mean not say we want people and they don't hate Hispanics and don't hate Salvadorian or Guatemala.
But I think though.
I don't think so.
I think though.
You think?
That one lot of Maya, then they conflate with illegal alien, you know. Maya are Belizean, you know.
But somebody is from Guatemala.
No, but how you are that again is a racist statement.
But I don't know.
Because we don't know.
But we're here, you know things.
Exactly, but we can't go on that. We need a system to separate. But here is my point. One lot of them resort.
Oh.
When they talk that the foreigner they did a Maya, you know.
A Maya too.
We need to be careful. We need to be careful.
Yeah.
Right?
So it's this topic.
Because Maya, the 100% bona fide Belizean.
Yeah. Oh, this is what I said earlier.
Go ahead.
The issue with...
We would have got no commercial yet.
The issue with Budna, people don't worry about Joseph Budna. You know people really worry about? People feel that if you do anything against the government want chance you, the government can deal when they want. They're not worried about Joseph Budna. Trust me when I say that. They're not Budna at the issue. People in this country have had a bad experience with political leaders, where if you say the wrong thing, if you do the wrong thing, then they can't fail. You will be penalized.
Who are the examples? Give me 2 examples. We only got one, but we don't got 2.
No, as I said, because the whole thing when people say, the Caribou number and this, that. That's a good example. The outcry is not about that person.
But there is no outcry. That's why government, all of a sudden no one do an independent investigation.
You're watching on the media, right?
They don't test the air. Why this thing? This thing don't cool off.
No, you're not cool off.
You don't think it cool off, Kerr?
It cool off, leave it, but you're not dead. Because why they say, right, Louis, is, people, they try find one avenue to vent their frustration, to release their pain, to release their disgust, and their dissatisfaction with a situation that have long past the grace period. That's what happened here, in my opinion. Don't know about this person, because we all know.
So it's not about the 10, even though I have dropped
Don't know about
I think I have dropped the number. Yeah. In other words, like, that was nowhere in the media.
Good you said that, Louis, because people let that go. People have grace in more than 10 people coming to this country. Belizean people are not like that, I don't think. Yeah. Right? I am saying that people, they look for a way how they can vent how they feel. Because when you say what you feel in this country, you are penalized for it. When your boss come, whether he's a CEO, minister, whoever, and they come and tell you, do this, sign this thing or get that one contract, you know you're wrong. But you don't think, I got my house, I got my kids, they go to school. If I say anything, that my job in a jeopardy.
I give you an example now.
You agree to what I say or no?
No.
All right. It's good when I disagree. Go ahead. No,
because the example I want to use, that when your boss chance you at work, and you come home and beat your wife.
Jesus, no, that your business at jail.
Exactly, that's my point.
Your business at jail.
That Belizeans, we as Belizeans, need to put fire exactly where, because instead of I go wrestle my boss, I don't want to go wrestle my boss.
Afraid for your boss.
Afraid for the boss.
You beat the lady with a chance.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're wrong.
Take it out. That's my point.
Totally
and that's why I'm saying here, we have an illegal alien situation. We cannot conflagrate, they got a name for it. I don't know the word.
Consolidate.
We can't mix it up. We can't mix it up with the bona fide, genuine refugee.
It's true. It's true. You have a point.
I have to carve out a space for those who are legitimately not for the 10, because again that you carve out for the 10. I'm going to tell you that out of the 10, the genuine refugee should be kept and the one where not genuine should be sent along. But I do believe we have the space and the grace. I do agree with you. The 10, or even more. If they may say 50, I never may mind. If they may say 100, I may say 1,000.
No,
like kind of like that. But like 10, you know. But I believe that if we do that to the refugee, that like when they come home from the boss and beat the wife. Because this, I am 100% sure, 100% sure that the bona fide refugee needs to be protected.
Of course.
And okay.
Of course.
And okay where they come from. And okay what their belief system is. The genuine bona fide refugee. We must, like, it's one of the good things that United Nations did. Now, of course, I don't believe in perpetual refugee status, where you can pass it on to your children or grandchildren, that are Palestine, right? So, that's a craziness. But the bona fide refugee, that we need to carve a space out.
Of course, we
for
do.
them.
And I think the Belizean people have that grace. The problem what they have, that this thing has been corrupted, used for political gain and mileage. It silences your vote. Because you bring, you agree with me?
Yeah. But you know, you explain to me again what the boss they do.
Yeah. And so we got to talk to the boss.
We have to talk to the boss.
Big man, we got to talk to him.
We have to talk to the boss.
Because this is the problem I have with.
We have to talk to the boss.
This is the problem I have with the Prime Minister from Barbados, with the bat for
Venezuela.
I
will never bat for Venezuela. Yeah, I will oppress the people.
Oppress the people.
Right.
They're dictators. And that's what me and my brother.
Yeah.
I tell them, man,
I will never bat for Venezuela. Never. I would never bat for Cuba.
And that's the one thing in Belize, we have to be careful when we reach to that point, because a lot of Belizeans feel away, Louis.
Sorry, I got one more thing.
Go ahead.
Because remember, I love the Cuban refugee.
Oh yeah.
When the Cuban refugee reach Belizean shore, I want to stay here.
Stay right there.
That the government to send them back.
Don't know government that chump that the deal I think when they gonna sign. I don't know.
Where we?
Remember Marco Rubio when he said?
No.
It was human trafficking and he stripped visas.
No. That's the doctors. I agree with that. That's the exportation.
No,
that's export.
Left the man there loose.
Yeah, that's true.
Left there, right there.
We
want them. That they help with
left there.
I agree. Left there, right. We need some more of them.
My heart goes out to the Cuban citizen. We have to take 4 tube and tie it together with rope and set sail across. You know what kind of oppression.
Yeah.
You have to the under to make you take 4 tube, tie them together with some old piece of boat. But I tell you, my heart move when I see the boat there, when the Cubans.
I will send a picture to my brother.
Yeah.
Make the man say.
Tell there's some good about Cuba where everybody they run from it. even per tube.
Man like Cuba.
Yeah, I do not like Cuba because Cuba is an oppressive regime. Full stop. I do not like Venezuela because it's a repressive regime.
So we can't back to their country?
Yeah, can't.
Palestine?
Can't.
How Palestine?
I know that for. Shut up, Palawan. Oh yeah,
be quiet.
Oh yeah, Palestine, number right.
Be quiet. Don't say anything.
Yeah.
Don't say anything. But Louis, I don't like.
But no country accept Palestinians. None of them want them because they're too radical. They're radicalized.
Yeah.
Egypt no want them. So left them right to the Gaza. Make them fix Gaza up.
Yeah.
Get rid of Hamas.
Jump and fix up there.
Yeah. Let's get rid of Hamas.
Yeah.
Let's fix up Gaza. And let's de-radicalize the people. I fully support that 21-point plan.
Of course.
Right? De-radicalize Gaza.
Yeah.
Then maybe we could accept when they de-radicalize.
So many.
Yeah, we could accept
They
some
go 15 out of 10. They're 10 and then one lick.
Yeah. But the war must end. I'm glad that there is ceasefire.
Yeah.
So those are my Palestinian ideas that I can put out in the public.
Louis,
we finished.
I know, we have
we finished, but we are playing the ads after we go.
Yeah.
So now we don't have to stay and watch the ads.
Correct, I'm gonna buy it.
Please buy. Any other thoughts?
Yes, my closing comment from
closing
this, Louis,
comments.
and I'll be honest with the government. People in this country, they feel more things than only might know. People in this country, they feel more things that they are saying. That's why people have fake Facebook profile, because they feel like if they express themselves, we're going to be vindictive, and we're going to attack them, and we're going to oppress them and silence them, because we are the government and we have the power. That's not true leadership from any leader, any government, because your people must first have freedom. That's why I can't support Maduro. That's why I can't support Cuba. Never will. Keep your eye. I don't want it. Because you cannot buy my heart with your oil to oppress and do with what you want. People should have the right to have freedoms. And so I pray that that's another direction this country will go. Sometimes people feel away that that's the direction for the country to go. They're like, decisions have been made and the people, and that's why this thing may become a big issue. Because people may think, oh, there are thousands of people they come. People don't suspicious. Why? Because we just factor the law. Because we've seen the corruptiveness of how we've dealt with people coming into this country over the years. I know people have lost tolerance for it. They don't think you're right, they don't think you're fair, and they think that our government abuse power when they make that kind of decision and not even consult the people. So as leaders, we have to be careful. We have to be careful because people feel things and people have a right to feel when they think that, why we've been wrong in a country or there are decisions that help you, or are we making decisions that kind of look like what Cuba do, or kind of look like what Venezuela do. That's not the direction we want to go as a country. We want more freedoms, freedom of expression, freedom of religion, freedom of the press. We have to have freedoms. And you can do your thing, do it in the midst of a system of freedom. You're smart enough. But please let us not oppress our people. If your subordinate tell you, boss, I can't sign a paper. Why you want to get vexed and you know what you tell them to do wrong? Allow them to be free. That way they kill our people and go sick and catch all kind of catastrophic problems. Belize, our leaders, the way forward for Belize must be more in the direction of more freedoms. And I think we can build a great country if we do that. We don't want no oppression. We don't want to put things down people's throat. Let's do the referendums. Let's consult the people. Let's hear our people say. Let's be willing to listen. Right? And I want to say to the government, I applaud only if that 10 people, because Listen, Louis, they have to applaud you because people out there may vex. I tell you how people may feel out there. A lot of thank this man because what you clear up was important this morning.
Absolutely.
That only 10. I say we could do more than 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, my last punch.
Yeah. I'm a vex until yesterday. That's my closing. I'm a vex until yesterday. Yeah. I just want Belize to carve out a space for refugees. Yeah. Honestly. I want Belize to carve into perpetuity because we never know. So I have a friend who was a journalist and he wrote certain stories that did not go well with the cartel at the time. Yeah. His life was threatened and he had to go to the US Embassy and seek asylum from Belize.
Wow.
And today he's doing well. He's in Europe. His family is thriving and everything. So he got the support that he needed. And today he could write back home, he could visit home because the threat is over. Yeah. And we do have a couple of bona fide Belizean refugees, very small, because we are a blessed country. Yeah. Blessed country. We have elections, agree or disagree, PUP or UDP, then lose, then there's peaceful transition of power. That's right. Peaceful transition of power. We have 18 plus different ethnicities living together, like we say, your granny now Hispanic. Full. You know, my great granny, full Maya. I still see her with the Lee shot, with the Lee towel over her head, the head out to Trapeach. On both sides of my family, I think my grandmother is a Honduran. She's from Honduras, like black Honduran. My grandmother on my father's side, and this beauty of what is Belize ethnically in peace. No race to kill another race. So like refugee is in a sense is the farthest thing from our mind. But there are countries around us, there are people. I want to beg our nation, carve out a space. I did not always have a heart for refugees because I saw it as one big mess. And then God began to chip out in my heart to understand the refugee. The refugee. So my father worked in the refugee program many years ago in the south, and I even made wonder why. I do understand why, and so I just want to ask Belizeans to, even in this case, a lot of people no one agree to the agreement because they don't like Trump, and then they say Trump is being racist or biased. So well, if Trump is being racist and biased and they throw damn people, why should we double punish them? If your argument is even if your argument is correct, you just say Trump the chase name. So then if they are being punished by Trump, why should we punish them too? So if you are an anti-Trump, you understand what I'm saying? Then you should want these people because they are people who have been discriminated by Trump. So you know got really no excuse. You know got no excuse. You know, so those are my thoughts. From all of us here at Rise and Shine, now only 10 per year. God bless you. Belize, see you tomorrow.
Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the islands and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. If I ever had to leave Belize, if I ever had to leave Belize, where would I go? Where would I go? Where would I spread my bed? Where would I lay my head? Nobody know. Nobody know. If I ever had to leave me home, no other place I ever roam could be like Belize. Be like Belize.
When working with sheetrock, you need screws that give you quick penetration for a speedy, stable installation. Best Screws, fast frame and fast finish drywall screws are specifically designed for you. Engineered by Best Manufacturing, Best Screws makes every job faster and easier. These screws offer reliable performance with a superior hold. You also save money due to Best Screws affordability. They are cheaper than the leading brands. Get the job done quickly without compromising on strength. For all your drywall installations, get Best Screws Fast Frame and Fast Finish. Available at Benny's. Quality and savings.
It is truly wonderful to be here in Santa Elena Town today to celebrate such a special event, the opening of this excellent preschool. This isn't just about cutting a ribbon for a new building. It is about reopening doors of opportunity for the children and families of this community.
The building features 2 open concept classrooms with kitchenette, child-friendly restrooms and showers, and an access ramp to ensure inclusivity for children with diverse abilities. There was installation of full electrical, plumbing, water supply, and wastewater systems. To enhance safety and create an inviting campus, works also included the construction of a perimeter fence, walkways and earthworks, and landscaping for a welcoming and secure environment.
This signals our ministries of education commitment and the government of Belize's commitment to continuous investment in the education of our children. And what a better stage than to start at the preschool level, because those are the formative years. Those are the years where we mold them and we work with them and we guide them so that they can become future productive citizens of this nation.
Pletz Home Builders is the largest house building company in Belize. Pletz combines the best skilled workers, high-grade materials, and the latest technology to produce the highest quality wooden residential structures. Request any size, color, and the home layout you want. Choose from hardwood or painted metal outer walls. Pletz can modify any of your existing house plans to your satisfaction, complete with all the installation services you need anywhere in the country, including ambergris key. They can also lift your house to your desired height up to 9 feet. From properly treated and cured lumber to quality sidings and floorings, let Pletz Home Builders give your home the finish you need. For prices or questions, call 823-0398 or go to www.pletzhomebuilders.com. Pletz Home Builders, we build to suit your needs.
Hello, Bamapan. Welcome back to the second segment in this series of the Trade License Act 2024. I'm Councillor Chris Enriquez, and today we'll be discussing your business productive footprint and how it impacts your trade license fee. Let's break it down. Your business's productive footprint is the square footage of the area where your operations are conducted. It excludes common spaces such as agricultural lands, lobbies, restrooms, stairways, parking lots, storerooms, and shared hallways, unless they are used for profit. Your business falls under an economic classification based on your business type. This classification, as well as your zone, will further determine the rate applied to your business.
Hi, I'm Lauren Milton. I'm the Evaluation Manager here at the Bamapan City Council. I know a lot of people keep wondering what we're measuring when we visit their business. So let's take a closer look at what productive footprint looks like for the different types of businesses. As you can see, we measure the area used for business purposes only. This includes retail space, dining areas, or workspaces. For example, here's how the productive footprint is calculated for a coffee shop, a supermarket, and an office space, specifically an accounting firm. Let's take a coffee shop for instance. Here we see the kitchen, the bar, and the dining areas as productive space. What's noteworthy here is that a restaurant and an ice cream parlor has similar productive space as a coffee shop. Next, we have a supermarket. For this business, we measure the entire retail floor, including aisles, checkout counters, and display areas. The storerooms and employee break areas are excluded since they are not used to generate direct sales. Lastly, we look at an accounting firm office. The productive footprint here includes the client reception, conference rooms, and workspaces where the business's services are provided. Excluded are areas like break rooms, restrooms, kitchen, and non-operational storage. As you can see, productive footprint is the usable square footage where your business is conducted. This excludes common areas like lobbies, restrooms, and parking spaces, except in cases where these areas are used for profit. Remember, productive footprint looks different for different businesses, so be sure to accurately measure your premise to ensure your fees reflect your footprint. It is important to note that Schedule 8 of the Trade Licensing Act sets fixed trade license fees for specific classifications such as traveling professionals and auto dealers.
Knowing your economic classification and accurately measuring your productive footprint isn't the only factor in your trade license process. You must also consider that there are 4 municipal zones and that your business is located in one of them. Each zone has a different guideline that will affect the rate applied to your trade license fee. As a reminder, the new Trade License Act takes effect on January 1st, 2025. Businesses without a trade license by then are subject to penalties and fees. So we encourage everyone to apply early before the deadline, December 31st, 2024. Stay tuned to our next segment where we will answer your key questions. Thank you for watching, and let's build a prosperous Belmopan together.
This 2025 Atlantic hurricane season, your Belize City Council has taken early and decisive action to help mitigate the impacts of flooding. While our works and sanitation teams have long been preparing, this year we expanded our efforts through the CIMO Flood Mitigation Cleanup Campaign, allowing us to simultaneously target 6 flood-prone zones with enhanced coordination and additional manpower. This effort included clearing drains, removing debris, flushing critical points with vacuum trucks, and raising awareness on both sanitation and disaster preparedness in the Freetown Road, Queen Street, Dean Street, King Street, Berkeley Street, and Pound Yard areas.
Most of Belize City lies at or below sea level, which means that flooding is not always avoidable. But with the right planning and participation, its impact can be reduced.
While our efforts have prioritized these high-risk zones, we want to reassure residents that drainage works are also being carried out across other parts of the city as part of our ongoing maintenance plan.
We understand the risks that come with every hurricane season. That's why we've taken a proactive approach, investing in real underground work to keep our residents safe. This is more than a seasonal response. It's part of our broader flood mitigation and disaster readiness strategy. Because building a safe, resilient city is a year-round commitment.
Our approach is targeted. We have mapped high-risk areas and are clearing them systematically. This isn't just storm prep, it's essential city maintenance.
We've seen the damage that flooding can cause. We've seen that preparation matters. When both residents and council do their part, we make Belize City better prepared for whatever the season brings.
Beyond infrastructure, this is a call to civic responsibility. We're encouraging residents to work with us.
I know that the rainy season is about to come, and whenever it rains, this whole area, the water stuck and stay here because the drain clog, and all the water need is a little path for it to run to find a way out. So I realize the people don't take care right. I try to at least find a way for the water run out because it affect me tremendously.
Help keep drains clear, dispose of waste properly, and stay alert as we navigate the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season together.
Each and everyone aware that owns a property and have a property, we should maintain the drainage. We should maintain our yard, you know, that's basic.
And there's nothing wrong in maintaining the yard. We get up every day from grass there, I pick up, I keep my rake, I keep my stone there, you know, that. What hard in that?
Mitigation starts at home. Every household should be ready. Know where your nearest shelter is. Help to keep the drains around your property clear. Prepare an emergency kit and make sure your family knows what to do. These simple steps can help reduce the risk during any weather events this season.
Remember, stay current with information being shared by our CMO unit, NEMO, and the Belize Meteorological Service.
Your Belize City Council, always about the people.
Oh, I wasn't having a bad day. I just needed...
It's here, the biggest sale of the year. Find your happy place at Builders Hardware with our happy sale from October 15th to December 31st. Whether you're a contractor or a DIY pro, we got unbeatable prices that will put a big smile on your face. Freshen up your walls with 20% off all paints and 25% off paint supplies. Upgrade your space with 25% off lights, fans, AC, and a wide selection of tiles to match your style. Plus, enjoy 30 to 50% off selective items. But that's not all. We also sell sand and gravel, blocks, roofing, and more. Find everything you need from construction start to finish. Don't miss out on our happy deals. Shop today or explore our online store at shopbuildersbz.com. Visit Builders Hardware in Belmopan. This is your happy place.
Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize, sweet Belize, land of the islands and keys, land of the